folks. I don't even know why that caused it to crash, as the stream was literally doing nothing. No things were there. I'm really not sure why it is so prone to crash right now. But we're going to keep going at it. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to try to get you as many bits and pieces of the second match of the Fortnite Gold matches here at XP League Madison. Again, I'm Cody. And here we see the Eagles not hot dropping, which is great to see. They ended up picking a position kind of farther away. They took a little island off on the edge of the map here, it looks like. And with that in mind, are able to loot on up. And so they're getting some more gear for that. And are now going to be able to, at the very least, have a chance to fight some other members. We'll see how that goes. Just check into the marbles real quick. Same kind of deal here on the opposite side of the map. And again, both of these teams are playing in the same match here. So we'll have to be a little careful with volume-wise. I am in a different room, and they should not be able to hear me. So we should be all good in that regard. And so hopefully we'll see how that goes. So Clutch MJ somehow took a lot of damage. Might have been from a NPC, but is able to get that shield. No meds quite yet, but we should be okay here. Eagles, though, getting all loot up. We do see the kill feed, though, going wild. So a lot of teams getting eliminated here. Not the Eagles, not the Marvels. Luckily there for the Eagles and Marvels. Again, teams looting on up. Hexy with the fishing rods gonna be able to possibly share some of those fish with the rest of the players. Everyone is at full health, but to be able to get some shield fish in there, or even some, looking at that, some guns. A blue sniper, not too shabby. Swifty with that inflatable as well. That's gonna allow him to be very mobile indeed. Again, we do have Neon Ridge on the Eagles team. It is supporting up the team as well, but unfortunately is playing virtually, which means we are not able to get that perspective from Neon Ridge, which is unfortunate. But at the very least, we know that Neon Ridge is in the game, is able to fight alongside their team. Checking back in with the Marvels here, and again, looking at it, both teams, both team members, Clutch MJ and J-Maker, looking to probably do the same thing as they did last round, playing a extremely passive and vulture strategy. I say vulture because you want to really circle around different groups, wait for them to die off, and then pick off the last remaining members, or get the last remaining loot from those players. And so it's exactly what I expect to see again from the Marvels. Looking at it, I believe, if I can remember correctly, third place awards them 8 points, I believe. And that, that equates to 8 eliminations. And so, if you look at it that way, in that that's 8 eliminations that likely the Marvels would not have been able to get to. Again, that 2 players down is quite the detriment. And because of that, they're just going to be not able to take fights as easily as they might be able to. But by playing the circle, surviving until the end, and getting third place, they might be able to get more points than if they were to play aggressively and trying to get fights to get those kills off. Heading back on over to the Eagles here. Looks like Eagles, again, playing the circle a little bit. Swifty building on up, possibly because there's an enemy, possibly? I'm not sure. Ooh, looks like they did find a one of those crystals, which is going to allow them to get that chest. So they're going to do a little bit of a hokey pokey, do the turn around, and try to get the team to beat up this crystal to open it up. While they do that, let's see what the Marvels are up to. Playing outside of the storm, got to race it against the clock here to try and get to the end. Now, again, I always say this, but this is always relevant. Playing on that end of the circle, they're going to take some damage here. Clutch MJ, though, going to use some of the mobility on top, that little booster to fly on through. Same with J-Maker now, to be able to now rotate and mitigate a lot of that damage that could have been placed onto the Marvels as they rotate through. Now, even getting a high ground across the gulch, spotting out a car across the way. Now, ideally, they're not going to want to engage here, but if the other team is able to spot them out and is wise enough to notice that they are only a team of two, they might try to force the fight here, but it does not look like it as the Marvels now moving on away. Look like they're heading to the big UFO in the sky to possibly get some alien tech. Going back to the Eagles here, and yep, looks like they are just looting on through. Point of order, looking at the map again, I want to emphasize the teams are playing in the same match, and because of that, we can almost kind of expect to see the Eagles and the Marvels possibly fight each other, and but looking at the positions of them on the map, opposite sides of the map completely. So as long as the Eagles and the Marvels end up surviving until that closer circle, that might allow them to fight in the end. But for now, not looking 100% likely that they will be fighting anytime soon. While we head on over and check out the Marvels perspective, I want to remind everyone of the games that we have today. It is currently just about ready for the Fortnite silver matches in not too long. I'm going to start that at 4 o'clock here on our Central Standard Time. We will also be having the sorry, I'm trying to get my head together here. We got the silver match at 4 o'clock. And then for Overwatch, we've got the Madison Marvels and the Madison Eagles in that. Oh, sorry. I'll have to look at it. Let me get back to you on that. But we got some Overwatch matches coming at you at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. I believe that we wrapped up all the... Ooh, and as I'm saying that, looks like J-Maker is getting aggressed upon heavily. And with the explosion of that truck going in, he's going to get down for that, and Clutch MJ is going to move away, try to survive the rest of that. Clutch MJ is not Clutch MJ, but J-Maker is down, not out. But with Clutch MJ kind of on the backpedaling retreat, it's going to be kind of tough for J-Maker to get revived. And now with the last player is going to get shaken down and eliminated. It is just Clutch MJ now for the Marvels. That's just, that's a great strategy from Clutch MJ. It is just going to be how it's well. And we just see Clutch MJ dodging away at the team, using the gravity well of this UFO type structure to go up and down and dodge away at these players to disorient them while he is retreating. Let's check out the Eagles. Eagles not doing too much, not in a fight, but the Marvels, though, in the thick of it. Clutch MJ possibly getting elimination off. I had to check on the Eagles to see if they were getting a fight, but it looks like, oh no. It looks like Clutch MJ was able to pick up J-Maker's reboot card. Yes, no eliminations in favor of Clutch MJ, but you're going to use that high ground to probably get some damage down range. Is in a huge advantageous position here to try to shoot down range and get some damage through, possibly get a quick down, but someone is about to fight on through. He's going to use that building to push up and aggress on that, using the well and the skydiving to, again, disorient their enemy and try and survive. 52 health to Clutch MJ's name is not a lot, and does have the meds, so is going to try to retreat, looks like, and possibly med on up. Yep, right there, using those minis to keep that health at a sustainable level, and is going to replenish all the way up to possibly come back another time for that next fight. Clutch MJ playing extremely well here, and is able to get some damage through, and is not going down without a fight, that's for sure, and is going to actually look to possibly aggress back up and contest this high ground, this great position that Clutch MJ has used to maintain it, going up and down through the well there, through this big giant gravity ring type thing. And seeing the rest of the team is not going to elect to fight fully there. Oh, well, maybe not. As the circle now is going to force the players off that big ring in the sky. And Clutch MJ coming out on top. No, unfortunately, Clutch MJ falls down into a low ground at disadvantageous position against another team. Teams on all sides. Gun is now on the full defensive, a full retreat. Unfortunately, does get eliminated and placed 7th in this fight here. Back with the Eagles now. So that was the Marvels. Great playing, a great showing from Clutch MJ and J-Maker, doing extremely well. I really love to see that repositioning prowess from Clutch MJ and J-Maker, using that big ring to go up and down and around and through and all over the place to really make the enemy lose sight of them, as well as get better positioning altogether. That is extremely powerful and was used very well in that fight. Great to see coming out from the Marvels. But the Eagles here, still alive, coming back with a vengeance for this next round. Again, 2 rounds, best of those 2, and so far the Eagles are doing a lot better this time around. At the very least, surviving a lot longer, actually even playing the circle here. They got lucky on the end to try and save that circle, but it looks like Hexy1X and the rest of the team is going to start a long range fight here as they try and take those damages. Looks like there is a plasma gun on the enemy team, shooting these big orbs of static energy plasma at the enemy team. This is dangerous. Oh, it looks like Hexy getting pushed on. Swifty trying to provide cover fire, but unable to do it. Hexy1X now using that inflatable to try to move around, get some damage through, but not able to get the full down yet, is still on the aggressive, switching through that pickaxe to swing on through, does get the knockdown and is able to get the full elimination before going down himself, though. Swifty coming in to try and support as much as possible, but Hexy 1X is in the thick of the enemies, and unfortunately the Loudon team is able to eliminate Hexy fully, as well as it looks like Electric. Unfortunately, we just have Swifty on the end here, gonna try and survive and heal on up. That's the word I was looking for. And unfortunately, a bad peak. Swifty is gonna go down, and that's gonna place them third in the end. Unfortunate for the Eagles, but a much better showing in round 2. And that, folks, is all she wrote for the Eagles and Marvel's gold match here at XP League Madison. I want to thank you all for coming, and stick around for the silver match coming right back at you. We will not see you next week. We will kind of see you next week as we prepare for the North American Finals. We'll be hosting it on this channel, the XP Madison channel, XP League Madison, XPL Madison, whatever you would like to say. So look out for that. But in the event that it doesn't work out, head on over to the XP League HQ Twitch channel. That's where I assume those channels will be broadcasted for the Nationals. We'll see all of our players out in Raleigh, North Carolina for that. But beyond that, we will see you all in the future. Thank you all for coming. We'll be right back with this